I tried my best to give you a life of freedom, but I failed you. I hear you're planning to admit to a crime you didn't commit. If you do this, you will be saying that you murdered that man. You'll be saying you're a criminal.
I thought you liked criminals.
I never asked for your opinion. I want the bag, not the attention. They love to brag, and that's the difference. I just want to do my thing.
I'm trying to be a good friend, a good mother, and a good lawyer. Clearly, I'm not being a good wife.
I don't fit in, just to stand out. I just work hard, never hand out.
How was your day? You seem stressed.
That's why you left, right? Because of my stressful and dangerous job.
It's just a trial separation, Jax.
I didn't get married to sleep alone.
We want impulse, but it's planned out. Yeah, I came up. You a fan now?
I am so sick of black women protecting black men who don't deserve it.
Your husband's okay with friends coming over?
He's not living here at the moment.
I never asked for your opinion. I want the bag, not the attention. They love to brag, and that's the difference. I just wanna do my thing. Can I do my thing? Wanna do my thing? Can I do my thing? Can I do my thing?
What's going on, brothers?
What's happening, man?
Jamal, where you at, man? You like on the porch somewhere?
Jamal's in Tahiti.
I'm in Atlanta, man. My mom, she got this a golf course out back behind the house, so like,
that's
I'm
cool.
moving around.
That's amazing, brother. That's the best backdrop ever, right there.
Thanks.
I gotta say, y'all brothers been working, man. Like each of y'all got over 50 IMDb credits, and besides McKinley, who's almost 20 years in the game as far as credits, you know, you guys all like 20, 25 years, and I just gotta congratulate y'all on working. And my question is gonna go to all of you on this one. Is like, what is the longevity take? Because I mean, people get their breaks and everything, but for you guys to have had all these roles and all these different opportunities, like, what is the longevity take? And I'll start with you, Sean.
Longevity. You know what? I'm gonna say what I truly feel, which is luck. It's luck, man. Like, yes, I work hard. Yes, I trained. Yes, I take it very, very seriously. But above all, it's the universe, man. It's just luck and hanging in there. I can't take full credit for any of it, to be honest with you. I feel very, very blessed. And I understand that there are lots of brothers out there that work hard, just as hard as me or harder, just as much skill or more skilled, all those things, and just didn't have the luck. And so I just give it all up to that.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with understanding that if the role doesn't fall to you, it wasn't yours. You have to adjust your life and understand that, because if you take that rejection personally, it will destroy you. You know, I remember when Save the Last Dance came out, I did not like the fact that Sean got it. So when we did Barbershop, I had to eat him up because I was like, yo, man.
Breaking news.
Yo, Save the Last Dance it took place in Maryland, so that was my role. They gave it to Sean, you know.
Hey.
And so I was hot about that, you know. And that was early in my career.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, you know, I got to get him back. I got him back on Barbershop, and it felt really good. You know what I mean?
You did. Revenge was had.
Yeah, it felt really good. You know what I mean? That shellfish conversation was everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, no, you do have to understand that what is Sean's is Sean's, what is McKinley's is McKinley's, and you know what is mine is mine. And as long as you can kind of recognize that and understand that you're running your race, we don't need the next Denzel, we don't need the next Sam. We just need to be Michael, Sean, and McKinley. That's it.
Yeah, and I think as far as longevity, these guys nailed it. It's like knowing who you are and committing yourself to the path. It's like no matter what it takes, just trying. And I think ultimately there's a lot of power and effort in making a choice. And I think win or lose is an outcome. I wouldn't so much concern myself about that. But like longevity to me is choosing your direction and going one step at a time. You know, watching, you know, Sean and Michael work, and you talk about longevity and how long they've been able to maintain these careers, the thing that goes less spoken about is their humility and like their approach to the work and who they are as people. And that is just as important to longevity as it is talent, because being a human is a lot harder than being an actor. And being a human that's empathetic to other humans is harder than being an actor. So they bring all those things to the table. And I think that's what makes the characters different, because they're very uniquely different human beings, which is a credit to them and Ramla and everybody else for figuring out how to get these two crazy people in one place. So props to them.
and Michael, I got to ask you, because each of you guys represent a different facet of like experiences for Black men. I mean, we got these Black billionaires now with LeBron and Kanye and all of them. And we got, you know, people going through separation and family problems. And you still got the largest amount of people probably dealing with incarceration or post-incarceration life. Michael, how did it feel like, I mean, speaking on that longevity, to have these layered characters now that's not just like one-dimensional, oh, he just got out of jail, it's this, but you get to see like, you get to see your character's humility, his, you know, why he did this and why he did that. That's like layered now. How does it feel to be at that point to represent people that's getting out of jail, can't get to the work they need, can't get into the love relationship they need because they feel insecure about their position? Like, how does it feel to represent?
Yeah, I think for me, like, the beautiful thing about this project was, again, that diaspora of Black men and the diaspora of Black women, to be honest with you. You know, yes, we have come a long way, whereby you wouldn't see all three of these guys in the same project 10 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe even 7 years ago. Right. Things have evolved. They're not perfect. They're not even, but they're better. And I think that's very important. Now, in terms of like representing, you know, the brother who, you know, was wrongly, you know, accused and incarcerated, I think it's imperative that we don't, you know, always look at somebody as being defined by their mistakes, right? Like, we have to have grace, we have to have understanding. For everything that looks a certain way, there's probably a reason why it happened. And we never want to look at the reason, because it's easier to just judge it. It's easier to just kind of separate yourself, give it to Heisman and just be like, that's not me. But what a project like this does is it gives us the opportunity to explore the depths of who is determined illegitimate or disenfranchised and who is determined as elite. Right? And, you know, let's talk about the fact that Lewis plays probably one of the best dads I've ever seen portrayed on television. You know what I mean? It's not even like, it's not like a Huxtable comedy version, you know what I mean? And he's definitely not a deadbeat dad, but he's the kind of dad that I know. He's the kind of dad I know and I relate to. And that is what makes all of these characters so rich, is that you're going to see, you know, Romulus spends time, she gives us the opportunity to breathe life into these characters and all of their complexities. So shout out to Ramla Muhammad for that.
Shout out to you three guys, man. I appreciate the time. I always love, man. I'll let y'all soon.
All right, Jamal.
Take it easy, brother.
All right, Jamal.
See you, bro.